Very good morning. Today now I am going to discuss about optical modulators. In optoelectronics communication system, we are using different types of the modulators. The modulator, whatever the modulators which we are using to modulate the signal, optical signal, that is, these are optical modulators. Okay, na? In these optical modulators are generally here there are different types of optical modulators are there. Depending on that our desired output signal, output we have to selecting the type of the modulator. Okay, na? That is optical modulator. Actually, the optical modulators are generally the modulators are there are different modulators are there in electronics communication. Uh, in electronics, what amplitude modulation that modulators are amplitude modulation, phase modulation, frequency modulation, and these are the modulation methods are amplitude modulation and frequency modulation and the phase modulations are there, and also digital modulation techniques are also there. Amplitude shift keying, phase shift keying, and the frequency shift keying are these are the different modulation techniques are there. We are these modulation techniques which we are using in communication. Coming to in optical modulators, now I am going to discuss today what why we are using this optical modulator in optoelectronics communication system, and what are the types of the what are the types of the modulators which we are using in communication, optical communication, and applications and advantages of optical modulators. Okay, now I am going to the first one, why we are using this optical modulator. Here, where we are using that actually, before now I am going to the first of all, now I am going to that, before now I am going to the optical modulator. Okay, now first now I am going to discuss about, yeah, first one is, that is first one. Now I am going to discuss about the brief idea. Now I am going to discuss about brief idea of optical fiber communication system. In this optical fiber communication system, the modulator, here the input, here there are the three major blocks are there. What are the three major blocks? That is, first one is that is a transmitter is there, and the next one is that means regenerator circuit. This is regenerator circuit is there, and the receiver is there. Okay, na? Here in this modulator, here in this actually these are the three major blocks are there. Now in any optical fiber communication system, the output of the signal, the output of that output is in the we require is in the form of electrical signal only. But when but in optical communication system, uh, for the crossing of the particular optical signal, we have to using only the signal is in the form of light signal, the light signal. That's why we are selecting. There are the two types of the optical sources are there. What are the optical sources are there? Generally, that is LED and the laser diode, laser light we are using as a optical sources. These optical sources, now we have to for the when we are crossing these optical sources, after crossing of optical sources, finally we are getting that the signal is in the form of a electrical signal only, then we have to transmitting the over the longer distances. Okay, that's why first of all, first one in electrical signal is there in this transmitter section. Here now we are to converting this electrical signal into this non-electrical, that means light source. Now are that light source are that laser light source. Okay, now we are using one transducer is required. It is converting the electrical to non-electrical form. After light source, it is transmitting over the longer distance. If it is when the optical signal is transmitted over the longer distance, if there may be chance of signal loss, to get that original signal, whatever the signal we are giving, the input signal, electrical signal, to get that original signal, then we are using this regenerator circuit. In this regenerator circuit, what are the devices are there? Optical source, then again electrical signal and optical source converting. Then again here this is the optical signal we are to receiving here, then again we are to converting into electrical form, then again we are to giving to the optical source, optical converter, then again it is converting the electrical to the optical signal, that signal we are giving to the optical receiver. In this receiver section, what actually in that receiver section what we require, the signal is in the form of a required for the destination, or whatever the signal we are giving to that, we are transmitting, the signal is in the form of we require only electrical form. To get the electrical form, now we have to convert this optical signal into the electrical signal. How we are converting? By using this a photodetector. A photodetector is a device which we are using to convert that optical signal to electrical signal. Then again, to increase the strength of the signal amplifier, then again we are using this, say that is the signal we are to transmitting over the longer distance. This is the receiver part. Here where we are using this modulator, here when the signal is converting from that optical signal to the electrical signal, there may be a chance of getting that loss of the signal. To get to get that original signal or the without loss of the signal, now we are using what we are using, that is a optical modulator. By using this modulation techniques, now we are to increasing the strength of the signal. We are to increasing the strength of the signal. In optical modulator, in optical communication, there are the major three types of modulators are there. Okay na? Electro-optic modulator and acousto-optic modulator, electro-acousto-optic modulator. These are the three types of the modulators are there. These are for the optical fiber communication system. Coming to that electronics modulation types of amplitude modulation, phase modulation and frequency modulation. Okay na? Now here in this electro-optic modulation and acousto-optic modulation techniques, now I am going to discuss now. Okay na? Before actually I am going to that electro-optic modulation techniques. Now first of all, now I am going to discuss about why we are using the modulation, what is the in optical communication, and where we are using this optical modulation. Okay na? Here what is this optical modulator? A device, whatever the device which is used to a device that modulates or varies the amplitude of the optical signal in controlled manner. That is nothing but a optical modulator. Either we are increasing that amplitude, that may be increasing the intensity of the light or decreasing the intensity of the light. A device which we are selecting, the device name is, that is a optical modulator. Okay na? Amplitude means the intensity, then either that may be increasing the amplitude or the decreasing the amplitude. We are controlled manner, that is the device is nothing but that is an optical modulator. It generates desired intensity. What is that? Depending on our requirement, we require high intensity of the output, laser beam output, or low intensity of the laser beam output. Okay na? Here depending on that desired generates the desired intensity, color the passing the light, changing the optical parameters such as the transmission factor, reflective index and the refraction factor, degree of refraction and coherence light in the optical system according to the modulation signal. Okay na? These are the factors which we are affected by the desired intensity and the color of the signal, color of the light. This is about optical modulator. And why do we use an optical modulator? Why do we use an optical modulator? If suppose we are not using that optical modulator, here what happened? If suppose I am not using that optical modulator, now I am getting some signal distortion or the signal noise in that output side. Whatever the input signal, electrical signal, whatever the input we are giving, we are not getting at the output side. That's why we have to modulate the signal. How we are going to modulate the signal? Here also by changing the amplitude of the signal or the phase of the signal or that frequency of the signal. By changing these three parameters, we have to get the desired output signal. Okay na? That's why we are using, this modulator, by the without loss of the signal, to get that without loss of any signal, and now we are using this modulator, optical modulator. Here, see here how we are connecting this optical modulator to this particular circuit. Here this is the continuous wave laser beam output. Now I am giving this continuous wave laser beam output to this optical modulator. Here in this optical modulator, one, here we are giving n number of the inputs. This is n number of the inputs we are giving to this multiplexer, and it drives the, it will, that signal, the output, one n number of that inputs we are giving to the multiplexer, and it will generate the only one output. That output we are giving to this optical modulator. Now directly, first of all, we will see here, once you can observe here, the continuous output, the continuous wave output we are giving to optical modulator circuit. Okay na? If we are directly now continuous output we are giving to the optical modulator output, there is no distortion, there is no signal loss is there. Okay, that's why here in this optical modulator, it modulates the optical signal. That signal, it is that signal we are giving to this optical cable, optical fiber cable. Then we, after that optical fiber cable signal output, we are giving to the amplifier and the recorder. Then we are giving to this and demultiplexer circuit, and we are giving to the n number of the devices. Here this is the free space optical. This is free space and beam deflector. This is beam deflector. Okay, detector. Now in this optical detector, before the here this is continuous wave laser beam output. Now I am giving to this optical detector, optical modulator. This optical modulator modulates the signal, continuous wave laser output signal, modulate the signal. That signal we are giving to this what is this, the signal, the fiber optic cable, whatever the cable is there, the cable, then we have to transmit the signal. Now how does it works? A optical modulator, that means optical modulator, how it is works? Here in this optical modulators are, how does it works? Depending on that type of the optical modulator. Now I am selecting particular optical modulator type, desired output modulator. Here this is laser beam, this is laser, and the laser output now I am giving to one polarizer. This polarizer, it's this, what is the function of the polarizer? We know that there is the polarizer. It will generate one signal. Okay na? That signal we are giving to this electro-optic modulator. Now this is the type of the modulator now I am using here, that is electro-optic modulator. After modulating, now that signal we are giving to this analyzer. It is in this analyzer, it is receiving the signal, output of the signal, receiving the signal. Okay na? That signal now we are giving to this and photo detector. In this photo detector, what is the function? It will converting that optical signal to electrical signal. Now electrical signal, that electrical signal we are giving to this our applications. Now here this is the AC power supply, or the power supply we are giving for this electro-optic modulator. Okay na? This is the function, how it working on that optical modulator. Then modulation techniques. Actually, optoelectronics optical modulator techniques are there. Are the two types of the modulation techniques are there: direct modulation, indirect modulation. Direct modulation are direct modulation and indirect modulation. In this direct modulation, now we have to change vary the current supply to the laser diode. We have to changing the vary the current supply to the laser diode. It directly modulates the output power of the laser and output frequency drift. It carries the induced creeps and temperature variations to the carrier modulation and limited modulation depth. These are the functions we it is perform the direct modulation. And in the direct modulation, how we are connecting this direct modulation to particular device. Here in this direct modulation, what is that function it perform? Here this is the bias current and the bias tree and the radio frequency input signal we are giving to this laser diode. That is radio frequency input signal we are giving to this laser diode. This laser diode, it will generate the modulated output signal. That output signal we are giving to the fiber link. That fiber link output we are giving to the photodetector. The photodetector output is in the radio frequency output signal. Here directly we are connecting in this direct modulation. Here there is directly we are to connecting to this electro-optic modulators. Here in direct modulation there are some issues are there, some problems are there. What are the issues? Laser concentration, laser resonance frequency, and a clip delay, and the clipping, and the laser non-linearity. These are the issues are there. To eliminate, to minimizing these issues, now we can go for this external modulation. Okay, na? Direct or indirect or external modulation. In this external modulation, how we are modulating the signal? Change the transmission characteristics. How we are changing the transmission? What are the characteristics? Change the transmission characteristics. Either frequency or the phase or the amplitude of the signal. And change the power of a continuous wave laser. Here, by changing the power also we can externally modulating the signal. And electro-optic modulation, low and electro-optical modulation, electro-absorption modulation. By using this electro-optical modulation, electro-absorption modulation techniques, we have to modulating the signal in external form, external modulation. Now external modulation, how we are connecting, how we are perform that, how we are modulating the signal. Here suppose this is one laser diode. This laser diode, now I am giving the laser diode output, now we are giving to this electro-optical modulator. This is the modulator, a device which we are modulating the signal of laser diode output. Now here in this radio frequency input signals we are giving to this electro-optical signal, electro-optical modulator. That it modulating the signal, the output signal we are giving to the fiber link and photodetectors. In this photodetector, then again it is converting this non-electrical, that means optical signal to the electrical signal. Then we are getting this radio frequency output signal. Radio frequency output signal. This is external optical modulation. Now coming to the types of optical modulators. The next one is that is optical modulator types. Optical modulators, generally there are the two types of the optical modulators. Absorptive modulator and refractive modulator. In absorptive modulator, actually this modulator, whatever the modulator we are selecting as is in the form of only, because this is optical fiber communication system. The basic principle of the optical fiber communication, that is a total internal reflection only. By using that internal reflection only it is working. Okay, na? In this working, the basic principle total internal reflection is working. Here actually that's why there is in this optical, the type of that whatever that absorptive modulators are there, we are not selecting for this optical communication. That's why here in this refractive modulators only we are selecting for that optical communication. Then in refractive modulator there are the two types of the modulators are there, electro-optic modulator and acousto-optic modulator. In electro-optic modulator, then again that is dividing into, there are the three types, and phase modulation and amplitude modulation and the polarization. These are the types of optical modulator. Now electro-absorption modulation. What is this electro-absorption modulation? Here in this electro-absorption modulation is a semiconductor device, same as it is, that is a semiconductor device which can be used for controlling the intensity of a light light laser beam via an electric voltage. By varying the voltage, if we are varying the voltage, then we are controlling the we are varying the intensity of the laser beam output. The principle of operation is based on the Franz Kelsey effect. Franzi-Kelsey effect, that is change in the absorption spectrum caused by an applied electric field which changes the band gap energy. This is the basic principle we are using. So this is the schema, how we are connecting, how we are giving the, where we are giving that voltage to this electro absorptive modulator. By changing this is the structure. This is the waveguide modulator. This is the transverse. This is the transverse transmission modulator. Here, by changing the voltage, we are changing the intensity of the light. That is the main intention. When we are changing the input voltage, then intensity. If it is that input voltage is low, the intensity of the light is low. If it is the intensity voltage is high, the intensity of the light is high. By using that, here this absorptive modulator, electro modulator is working. Okay, na? Advantages of electro absorptive modulator. This electro absorptive modulators are, we are using in zero biasing voltage and low driving voltage, low native scripts and high band gap. These are the main advantages of modulators. Okay. Now in the next class, now I am going to this, actually in our syllabus electro-optic modulator is there and acousto-optic modulator is there. These topics now I am going to discuss in next class. Thank you.